Because of all the technology that we have that makes it so easy to draft a contract with a few clicks and to email or send a PDF or a dot loop or whatever the technology people are using to communicate and negotiate contracts. Agents who have grown up in this business, who are from the time that I joined real estate and before, mostly have, I think, a really good grasp of the fundamentals of the business and fundamentals of business, not just real estate. I think a lot of the newer agents who are in our business today, and some are really quite successful, it's a numbers game. It's, constantly they're sending contracts out by the numbers, not taking the time to get to know the other broker on the other side, not taking the time to present an offer. They're just emailing an offer. It's not just emailing an offer, it's presenting an offer. And I remind agents regularly, I said, it's not just about that deal, because you may email an offer and it may not get accepted. And that's the end of the story for you. And unfortunately, when you do that, you're missing a great opportunity, which is whether the deal comes together or not, the way you present the offer and the way you engage with the other agent may make the difference 6 months from now or 2 years from now as to whether your next client is successful in their deal, because the agent you worked with 2 years ago says to their seller or their buyer, I know this broker, terrific to deal with, very professional. We have a history. So you are reinforcing your brand with every action you take. And I think a lot of agents miss the opportunity to reinforce their brand, who they are and how they do business on every single transaction. It's always an opportunity.
Jack, that brings us entirely back full circle to the idea of the importance of relationships with our peers. I wholeheartedly agree with you, particularly in the example that you gave in the presentation of offers, in whether or not you get that transaction, leaving a good impression that can be long lasting, right? It is a huge part of my business, and something that I share with my clients as being important. But it goes back to the idea of having relationships with the other agents in your marketplace. It's not just a numbers game. It's a long-term relationship game. And I think we see that in the cycles. You've seen that as the market gets hot and cools off and all that, and we get scads of new real estate licensees, and then they go away and then they come back and all of that. And so I'm delighted that you shared that piece of insight with us, because it's incredibly important. And I love what you said about the spirit of abundance. That's something that I think plays right into that conversation, because so much of the numbers game is about scarcity.
Right. That's right.
And the long game is abundance.
Yeah, I think again, if agents, and part of this is corporate culture. The culture at Parks, our firm, is really good. It's definitely about abundance. Yes, we are competitors. Actually, within the firm, we're competitors to a degree. And certainly we're competitors with our colleagues at other firms in our market. But the reality is there's a lot of business out there. And we don't, someone else's success does not mean someone took something from us. And so I've always operated as I'm just handling my business, taking care of my clients. I'm not sitting around adding up deals and thinking how much commission I'm going to make and what I'm going to make on this one versus that one. And agents, you see agents who are jumping from company to company because they're getting a better split or whatever. Seasoned agents who are truly, I think, truly committed to the business are really successful, making a tremendous living, whether they're selling in the luxury home market or where they focus on entry level, first-time home buyers. They can make a tremendous living as well doing that, because they're passionate about it and they care about it, and the money follows. And so it's about abundance. It's not about trying to get the next deal from somebody else. I just never have operated that way. I understand, obviously there's market share, and we talk about the market that our company has over other companies or whatever. And that is important. It is an important piece, but it's not the piece that drives me daily in the business that we do with our clients.